Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. It's Friday, the 17th of November, and Everton still don't have a manager. Say it every day. However, today Marco Silva has been talking about the Everton job. Well, kind of talking about it. He was asked in his press conference, obviously, about the Everton job, and Marco Silva went on to say that he's fully committed to Watford while he's employed by them. And said that he will continue to work to 100% capacity while he is there, but everything else is between Watford's board and Everton's board to sort out, which really, basically he was saying, come and get me to Everton, get the compensation sorted and let me get up to Merseyside. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because obviously you do kind of question his loyalty. We would be the third club he's managed in 11 months in the Premier League, which doesn't fill me with great hope that he's putting down any long-term feelers for the club. But maybe he's using, maybe he's just climbing the ladder and he looks at Everton and he sees they're a big club. He said himself they're a big club, but there's nothing to report at the moment, obviously, because he's employed by Watford. And that's fine, but it does you do kind of feel for Watford. But listen, we need a manager. Obviously, Farhad Moshiri has identified Marco Silva as the man he wants. He's got Premier League experience, of course. Watford, good side, decent side. Like I've said before, the only thing that worries me really is the fact that they just can't defend very well. And we can't really defend very well at the moment. But they're a team that does play on the front foot. They do attack. They're quick on the break. And if they're the kind of players he buys and wants to play, that's how he wants his team to play, then it'll be an exciting time, or certainly a bit more exciting than what we've seen. We've done well at Hull, albeit they did end up with relegation, but they got some big wins, beat Manchester United and Liverpool. He's gone to Watford and done well there. He's fantastic earlier in his career, done well at Estoril before going to Sporting. I think he'd done well there, and left because he wouldn't wear a club suit. And then went over to Greece and done really well in Greece. And listen, you can pick holes in everyone's CV, can't you? To me, apart from Thomas Tuchel, Diego Simeone, who I'll speak about in a minute, there's not really anyone out there who's screaming out to me. Don't throw Carlo Ancelotti at it, because I don't think he's interested. And to me, he strikes me as a manager who's done all that and wouldn't really want to. He wants to work with top players at an elite club. And that isn't us at the minute. So, Sean Dyche might be a good manager, might be a safe pair of hands, but there's a reason why Everton haven't gone for him. Allardyce was, as far as I'm concerned, was never really in the running. And David Unsworth, that it leaves you with him, and I feel sorry for David Unsworth because he obviously really wants it. He's a positive manager. We won't know if we go to Crystal Palace tomorrow and win 3-0 or something, people will be saying give it to Unsworth, and you could understand a little bit of that, but maybe it's just not his time yet. He's had another little taste of it, get a bit more experience and then go from there. But Marco Silva is the man who Everton look like they're nailing their colours to the mast with. And so therefore, to that end, we need to get this sorted very quickly. Now, for all we know, Watford have said, let's get this game out the way at the weekend. They play West Ham on Sunday against David Moyes' West Ham. Get that game out the way and we'll talk again the start of next week. So we'll have to just watch this space, but Marco Silva had the opportunity today to really put it to bed, and he didn't really, just left the door wide open. Another manager who has spoke very briefly about the Everton job today is Diego Simeone. He was doing his press conference, was asked about the Everton job, said he's read about it, but at the moment he doesn't want to leave Atletico Madrid. He's got a contract for 2 more years at Madrid and he wants to see his contract out. Now, that makes me... Apparently, his representatives spoke to Everton and were interested in what Everton had to say. probably hence why Farhad Moshiri come out or let it be known. And so if you're looking at it, I'd like to give Everton the real benefit of the doubt here and think Simeone said, see how it goes for the next couple of years, but I will be interested. And so they've got Marco Silva, who doesn't hang around. He kind of gets off after a few months. And so they're getting Silva and they're going to keep Simeone as the next rung on the ladder. But that's what I'm going to believe. So there we go. David Unsworth, I mentioned him before, he has done his press conference today. He has updated us on injuries to Ross Barkley, said he's running again in the gym, alluding to the fact that it shouldn't be too much longer now for Ross. Yannick Bolassi's been training with the 23s, which is great because that means he's stepped up his training. So I'm quite sure he will be in with the first team very shortly and see how he goes from there. Seamus, of course, kicking a ball again, which is good news. Obviously, Funes Mori, not yet. Said James McCarthy, still not right. So, we're moving in the right directions with those injuries. And I think if we got Coleman, Barkley and Balassi back before Christmas, I think that would make a massive difference to this Everton side as well. So, we wish them a speedy, very, very speedy recovery. Obviously, David Unsworth asked about the job, said he still wants it. Nothing's really changed. So we have to be brave and on the front foot against Crystal Palace tomorrow, and I couldn't agree more. We've got to try and get a result tomorrow in terms of trying to win the game. If we can win tomorrow, we are right. We can be halfway up and right in the mix for the European places, which is bizarre. But it doesn't really matter about that at the moment, but it will put us right into the middle of that table. It would distance us with Crystal Palace and teams like that. So let's hope that we can scrape a result. The last time we won an away game was Crystal Palace back in January, so let's hope it's a lucky ground for us and we can go there tomorrow, keep a clean sheet and nick a couple of goals and really kick on from there. They've got another tough game coming up next week, so we need to try and get on a little bit of a run. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, everything else crossed. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. Click the bell notification button to be notified every time we do a video. And if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. And I'll see you soon on Toffee TV. Have a great weekend. Come on, Blues.